First thing I want to acknowledge here is specifically with teenagers, specifically with teenager girls. It's a high rise in like mental disorder, and everyone thinks that the world's getting more depressing and all this stuff, and all the kids are getting more messed up. But you know what I'm noticing? So a little kid throws a temper tantrum, right? A little kid throws a temper tantrum because they're desperate to get what they want, right? A little kid throws a temper tantrum because somehow instinctively they think that it'll get them what they want faster. Kids start crying, we get annoyed because there's nothing we can do about it, and so we're more likely to give them what they want. Now it can go the opposite direction as well, but in the case of keeping things smooth and calm going, kid starts fucking being annoying, we're just gonna give them what they want. Just like, shut the fuck up, goddamn, right? Now, all I'm saying is, it seems like with these teenage girls that all have fucking mental issues, that all have anxiety, that all have a way out of every fucking conflict, a way out of avoiding responsibility for their actions. Like, these are just their fucking adult temper tantrums. That's what this seems like. It seems like it's just their adult temper tantrum. That shit to me looks like dead massing. That looks to me like they couldn't get what they wanted through logic, so now they're claiming irrational, emotional, you can't do anything about this or you're a bad person logic. Anyway, there's another thing that they do here where they specifically try to piece together a logic gate that they want to say on a person. They specifically look for, it's like G-cabbing, and I do need to say that. It's like G-cabbing, where you look for the specific perspective to piece together something you want to say about a person, to make the concept of a person. That's probably why this is so weak here, because I already said this, but still acting like I haven't. So let's say somebody wants, I don't know, for me to not be able to do something, but what they want to say needs to be true technically, and they think technically, they think so long as what they're saying is technically true, that they haven't lied. And so what they try to do is they try to piece together a logic gate. And by logic gate, I mean your ands and your ifs and your thens, all those. They try to piece all those together and they try to keep them going. And so they'll look for an example of something to say. They'll look for an example of, something to say. They'll be like, I want to say that this guy needs to go because he's rude and he doesn't respect anybody and he doesn't listen to what anyone has to say. So they'll do this. They'll be like, hey, can you do this thing for me? If you don't want to do it, they'll say, see, he doesn't ever do what anyone wants. But it'll be something stupid. It'll be like, hey, can you take care of my fucking responsibilities for me for no fucking reason, just because, without any real logic, and completely break the structure of chores or whatever. And if you don't do it, they'll say, see, he doesn't ever do anything for anyone else. I got that one. And then they'll walk away. Then they'll come back later on. And then they're crying about something. No, they'll specifically be like, I need you to understand what I'm saying. And what they're saying is they just want you to not be right, and they want to be right. They want you to be wrong, and they want to be right. And so they'll say something completely fucking stupid or illogical, something retarded. And they'll say that if you don't agree with them, then that you don't listen to anybody. So now they've got, you don't do anything for anybody, you don't listen to anybody. Then, here I'm getting dragged, and I'm literally dealing with it in live time, dead mass that's designed to prevent people from doing what they need to based on logic, rather than just getting what they want. We're getting broken up here, hold on. So they got, you don't do anything for anybody, you don't respect anybody. And then they'll do something like this. They'll make a mess And then they'll say, hey, can you clean this for me? And then you'll say, no, I'm not cleaning that. You made that mess. And then they'll say, see, he doesn't clean. He doesn't do anything for anybody. He doesn't respect anybody. He doesn't clean. Now, I know I already said this, but this is what logic gating is. There's the third thing that I need to say, because logic gates always occur in threes. That's what I know. Logic gates they always occur in threes, and it needs to be three different things. So, that one's getting personal. No, it's fair. It's fair because it's something that people deal with. So let's say he doesn't do anything, he doesn't listen, and let's say after spending all your money on alcohol and shit that wasn't needed every week until you have nothing left, they'll say, and he doesn't have any money. And these are just the three things that they'll say. It's a logic gate. It ignores all of the perspective in between and just chooses the three things that can be said to make a fair, not a fair, but to make a logical gate structure that can technically be said is true to create the desired effect. Doesn't do anything, doesn't listen, doesn't have any money, therefore he needs to go. That simple. Now this video was supposed to be shorter because you know what teenage girls like to do. They try to act like you took too long to say something. They try to act like you took too long to make sense, and it got boring and they just didn't want to listen. Funny how they don't want to listen, right? Now I say teenage girls here, but it seems to be growing into the 20s. But that's what this is, G-cabbing. They look for perspective, they teach those perspectives together into a logic gate that they can say is technically true because they're not saying anything technically false, but they make a real structure to put on a real person to claim that needs to have an effect on their actions. And the fact that I'm even saying this wrong right now shows you how much of a strategy this is, because what I'm chewing through, what I'm chopping through as I say this is dead mass. It's people's intention to keep doing it and act like they're not doing it. That's what all this shit making this video slow is. That's what all this shit making it difficult for me to talk right now. But that's what that shit does. They look for perspectives that they can piece together into a logical structure that they can use to say against you to create concept. So, hey, can you clean my mess for me? No, I'm not cleaning your mess for you. You're an adult. Okay, he doesn't clean. Because that's what happened there. He didn't clean. He doesn't clean. Hey, do you have any more money? No, I spent the last of it on fucking alcohol like you wanted me to. Okay, he doesn't clean and he doesn't have money. Okay. Hey, you're the bad guy, you're a piece of shit, and you should do what I say more often. What the fuck? That's not true at all. You're fucking lying. You're absolutely lying right now. Okay, and he doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anything I have to say. Okay, boom. Logic gate. Three things. Doesn't clean, doesn't have any money, and he doesn't respect me. He needs to go. That's who he is. This video has a lot of weight on it, a lot of pressure. I meant that. I mean for this to be how it is. Fucking hate people, bro.